Hi, it's Steve here from A470RC Soaring, and it's day 2 of the bank holiday weekend, and it's a beautiful day. The wind is from the east, so we've still got that chilly wind, and it's supposed to be about I guess between sort of about 10 mile an hour. I think it's supposed to be. It's forecast to be today. Obviously on the slope we'll have a bit more. And I decided I would come up to the Bwlch and fly a slope that I haven't flown in a long time. It's called the Crest. It's this huge, great big bowl, enormous great cliff. It flies absolutely amazingly. It's probably one of the best slopes you're ever likely to find. I think probably in Wales we've got 3 of the best slopes in Great Britain. 4 probably actually. The Crest and Mickey's here at the Bwlch, Rhossili in southwest Wales, and the Great Orme, otherwise known as the Rock, up near Llandudno, in the north of Wales. So I'm here to fly the Crest. The only problem with the Crest is that because it has such a sharp edge, the rotor is awful. But because we've got such a light wind today, it'll probably be okay. So I'm going to head off, and I'll just turn the camera around, and I'm going to head around that corner, and it's probably about a 15-minute walk, something like that. So we'll see you over there. So here I am on the Crest, and this model here is the Polecat, which is an EPP 60 man-on-man racer, foam model. If you haven't heard of man-on-man before, it's not dissimilar to F3F in that it's flown on a 100-meter course, but unlike F3F, you have a few models in the sky at once. It could be 4 or 5 models in the sky at once, all competing against each other. But these things are built to be quick, and I haven't flown this one in ages. I've had to do some work to it to get it back up and flying, and let's go and see how it goes. Yeah, it's as smooth as silk. Absolutely amazing. So, a bit of a change up here. Right, you may see behind me, there's a group of guys all sitting around. Now, these aren't local guys that I fly with. There was supposed to be an F3F competition in Bwlch on the white sheet slopes today. But the wind's coming from the east, and White Sheets doesn't have an easterly slope, so they've all headed over here. So I've got a whole new bunch of flying buddies. So I'll get some of this on video, and it looks like that's probably going to be most of today, I think. So we shall see, but it's a glorious day. The wind is a little bit variable. I think I measured it at 6 to 18. So it'll drop down to 6 miles an hour, and then it'll gust anything up to 18. So it's a bit variable, but on the crest, you only need 6 miles an hour of wind to get you up and flying. And some of these guys have still got ballast in the models, and they're still going. I'll get some on video for you. I don't know if you can hear that whistling. So I've left the F3F boys over at the Bwlch on the Crest, and I've come over to Manmoel. There's nobody here. I've just tried throwing the polecat off the slope, and there isn't enough lift here for the polecat, which just goes to show you how much lift the Crest actually generates, because the wind's blowing the same here as it was over there. So anyway, I've got the whisper with me. I'm going to make that up and chuck that off the slope. Plenty of lift for that. Not going to be doing anything spectacular today, but it's enough wind to cruise around. So the lift is coming and going a bit. There are some big thermals around. Looks so good against that grey sky. Let's go back in the blue. There we go, that's better. Blue sky over there. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. No, you don't want to hear me singing. I'm sure. I think this model really needs a rebuild. It's a good few years old now. I don't know how long I've had it. Probably 8 to 10 years, I would guess. I always told people that if ever something was to happen to this model, that crashed it or whatever, I would buy another one.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with the, probably with the differential setup, I guess. Alright, seems to be going to the right, we're going to the left. It's not quite right. So I think what I'll do is, once this summer season, I'll mess around with it, with the differential settings, but once the summer season's over, in the winter, autumn, I'll take it out of service and give it a strip down and do a rebuild.
So there we go, another session done. It was a bit different today, out at the Bwlch there. I thought I was going to be the only one out there and all that airspace to myself, and then all these F3F guys turn up. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was lovely to see them. They were all very friendly, all very chatty, and it was all really nice, you know. But I thought I'd leave them to it, get on with their F3F stuff, and I'd head over to Manmoel. And actually, conditions aren't bad. They're light, but there's some huge thermals coming through. I'm having a few problems with the aileron setup on the Whisper. It rolls fine to the right, but not to the left. So I need to have a look at that. Just make sure I have to get a measure on the ailerons and make sure that everything's equal. But bit odd, but it's due for an overhaul anyway. I think I've had that model for about 10 years now, something like that, 8 to 10 years, and it's been a great little performer, but I think it needs a strip down and rebuild, basically. Maybe pop some new servos in and yeah, just give it a little bit of TLC. It's been a great little flyer for me over all these years, so I think it deserves having a little bit of money spent on it, and for next spring then it'll be like new, almost, you know what I mean. So anyway, that's day 2 of the bank holiday weekend over. Day 3 tomorrow. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I'll make it up as I go along tomorrow, and I'll see. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it the thumbs up, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do it now, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy flying.